What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing fantastic. Hayden Davison here. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I don't come on here as regularly anymore, simply because I'm just super busy trying to get some real solid foundations, and I've definitely implemented a new 70-20-10 formula into my life just to regain some more focus, to get some more traction and get some more really serious results on my actual business endeavours. Not that we haven't made good progress, but I just feel like I could make more if I was... I felt like my time was a little bit too scattered, so I've had to implement 70-20-10 formula, which I'll talk about in a minute. But mainly what I wanted to talk about in this video is just the new opportunities that I'm trying to create on Amazon for myself. So those of you that have been following the channel for some time have obviously realised that the majority of my business has been online arbitrage on Amazon FBA, but what we're trying to do is sort of calm that down a bit, although we're still doing it for sure, being much more particular and specific about what we're doing. I've you know, with the OA space specifically, I've not decided that I want to forget it altogether, because as I say, we will continue to buy as long as it's profitable, especially coming into Q4, things like that. But I decided that we definitely wanted to create our own opportunities and actually create our own brand kind of thing on Amazon, our own listings, that sort of stuff. So it's not private label necessarily, but we're creating our own opportunities, our own bundles, things like that, and we're actually going to create our own brand. And we're doing brand registry and things like that. So we've definitely decided we're going to do that, and that's actually my 70% focus at the moment. So obviously the sportswear brand that we've just created is and will continue to be a main focus. That's my 20% focus. But you've got to focus, in my experience and what I believe, on the thing that's making you the money at this current time. Otherwise you could be left unstuck if you haven't got an income. And I just wanted a more of a stable income on Amazon and actually off Amazon. So what the focus now is to create our own brand, our own opportunities with things like bundles and whatever, with our own brand on Amazon, and then actually create that. We can also sell that on eBay. We'll be selling it on maybe Etsy. We'll be selling it with our own website on Shopify and things like that, and hitting it really hard this coming Q4. Now we've just launched our first opportunity on Amazon under our own brand. We haven't had any sales as of yet because we're still tweaking a few things. It's a test. We're testing it. We're tweaking a few things, and obviously I'm not an expert in it. I don't know. I've never done it before, so it's all just a massive learning curve at the moment. So what we're doing is, I'm just diving deep into the research and things like that, making sure that I understand this whole process fully and the keywords, things like that. And then what we're going to do is start launching as many as possible, and then creating a website and creating a proper brand out of this. So the brand won't just be on Amazon, but the brand will be on the website, the brand will be selling on eBay, and all these different platforms. Get some real traction and some real security and sturdy income with that sales method, okay? The 20% we can then focus on building the sportswear brand. So what we're doing is having an umbrella of brands basically. So we're going to have our brands for this to sell on Amazon, to sell on the website, things like that, and then the sportswear brand will just be from the website using Shopify and things like that. So they're the two sort of main brands. We've got one that's a long-term focus and one that's a 70% focus. And then the 10% focus, I'm going to be making sure that that's specifically on all the content that I'm putting out. Now, you may be thinking, so why have you slowed down the YouTube stuff? And that's because, and the Facebook stuff, because frankly at the moment I'm still trying to get 100% clear on where I want it to be, where I want the content to be, because anyone can put out content and get some followers, within reason. You've got to be pretty, you've got to be likable, I suppose, and or be giving super value to your audience. Otherwise you're not going to get any subscribers, things like that. But I don't want to just be floating over the abyss and not having a destination to go to just with random content, because I don't really get paid for this content. Obviously, when I put these YouTube videos out, a lot of the time I'm doing them because I like sharing my journey. I don't get paid to do this video. Obviously the YouTube channel is monetize, whatever you call it now. So YouTube puts their ads on it, but I don't get paid for this video. So and that's fine. I'm cool with that. But I need to have my goal. I need to know where it's going. You know, otherwise it's like, you know, why am I doing it? I love sharing my journey, but why am I doing it? So I'm getting a bit more clear on that, where I want it to be in the future. Where do I want this channel? Where do I want, you know, my media essentially? Because essentially anyone that's got their own channels and stuff, you're your own media station, aren't you? So just got to decide exactly where that's going to go. And for me, I want to create as the 10% focus. So 70, 20, 10, as I'm talking about, I want it to be essentially a media platform, and essentially dwarf into a media company, because social media is just so powerful and it's what I love doing. I love talking to people, things like that. So the aim for me is to actually dwarf it into more than just me on a channel, but to actually create a media company out of this eventually. And that's what I'm trying to get my head around. And that will, you know, it'll be a podcast and things like that, and it'll be something really, really cool. And that will have its own, you know, Facebook page and things like that. Just once again, just content. You know, be great to interview some cool people, to have a, you know, maybe even eventually have a team around it. You know, just bringing out some proper media. So that's why I've taken a step back. So I'm trying to get my key focus, understand what I should be doing. But you can't do that when you just surround yourself with non-stop content and overwhelm yourself. There's no time to think. So yeah, still thinking about that. But that's a quick update from me anyway. And that's what I've been focusing on. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Currently just figuring things out, and it takes a long time to figure things out sometimes. Sometimes it's not as easy just to say, oh, let's list this new listing, it's going to start selling, let's get the website set up, and then, you know, all of a sudden we're rich. It doesn't happen like that, obviously. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. And now I've started to embrace challenges a lot more, you know. Sometimes when it's really tough, I think, you know, this is the best learning I'm going to get. You know, this thing we've created hasn't got sales as quickly as I would have hoped, but I'm like, you know, that's great, because that means that I can learn from this. I wouldn't have learned what I've just learned recently if it sold straight away. Do you see what I mean? So it's yeah, it's a great learning curve, and I'm looking forward to the future. So let me know in the comments how you're all doing. Good to do a little catch up, and I will see you all very soon.